Welcome to RGTP. All the guys are here. No one's on vacation. Jeremy's back with us this week.
All right, we switching over to some football, and this week we got a little bit to talk about when we get to Green Bay. So we decided to go to the NFC North, and we start out. We got the Motown Detroit Lions. How you feeling about them, Lewis?
Horrible. What was the over under? I totally forgot already. I think it's like 5. I have them going over. Under for sure. Yeah, under 5. Sucks what's going on there. They've been a bad team regardless for years. They're getting an even worse quarterback than what they've had before. The team is still bad. Like the team is just not good. Just really not good. I don't have much faith in that team. They're probably they have a good chance of being another top five pick team.
Probably be one or two, probably.
Yeah,
be honest.
Really good fucking chance of that.
I will say about the Lions, because I got them under 5. I think I had them at 4, right? But the thing with them is their head coach, Dan Campbell. That man's press conference when he got hired, one of the funniest things you will ever watch. That man said, "You knock us down, we're going to bite off a kneecap and get back up. You knock us down again, we're going to bite your other kneecap off and get back up."
Yeah, he was saying some weird
shit.
I
like what he's going to bring to that team. It's going to take a few more years, you know? And I'm sorry, Lions fans, that you have to hear that, because it's been a few more years, a few years ago, and years prior to that, and prior to that. But y'all had Calvin Johnson. Go back to the Barry Sanders, wasted his career, wasted Calvin. Matt Stafford is so underrated because he played with the Lions, and Matt Stafford is one of the best quarterbacks in the league. I will say that right. He is one of the best one of the most toughest quarterbacks. Go ahead.
If we're not talking about Tom Brady, what are we really talking about when we talking about?
I will agree. You know, we ain't talking about the Lions, so it's kind of bottom of the barrel of the NFL. But there's more to football than Tom Brady, man. Come on. And we won't spend too much time on the Lions because
they suck.
But they expect them to lose a lot of games, not win many. So the Vikings. Yeah, I think you said they were at 8.5. Was their over under?
Yeah, I saw them at 8.5.
I had them at 7.5. And the only reason why I go under with the Vikings is because they're a hot and cold team. They'll start off 3-0 and then lose the next 5, and then win the next 2 and then lose, and then win the next, with them, it all comes down to Kirk Cousins. Is Kirk Cousins actually going to play well, or is Kirk Cousins going to be Kirk Cousins from every year? And shout out Justin Jefferson. All I'm going to say.
I think Kirk Cousins going to play like Kirk Uncle this year, boy. Maybe Kirk Nephew. We going to see. We going to see.
I like the improvements they made. They've made some improvements on both sides of the ball. Trying to fix their O-line. I love their weapons. I love Thielen and Jefferson. I like Dalvin Cook. They got good pieces, but I have them under 8.5. I think they'll go like 8 and 9. 8 and 9 seems reasonable.
We forgot to mention this when we were talking about the Lions as well. This year, the NFC North faces the NFC West and the AFC North. Every single one of those games is going to be a hard fought. Like, it could go either way. Honestly, in those games, it could go either way. So if they're not hot, they're gonna lose, because the NFC North has a tough ass schedule this year.
Brutal, honestly, very, very brutal. Tough schedule. I got them about 8 and 9. I don't think they'll make it unless things go really bad in the NFC. Then they have a chance for sure, but the defense still isn't quite there, and they need a little bit more fixing on that offensive line.
Agreed. Probably my favorite team in this division, the Chicago Bears. I forget where you said they were. Now, I think
it's 7.5.
Okay, I think I put them at 8. For the simple fact, their defense is insane. Their defense is insane. And I don't think they really lost anybody of importance on that defense. But they drafted Justin Fields. And I know they say they're not going to roll with them. It's Andy Dalton's team. But we saw Andy Dalton with the Cowboys last year, and I'm sorry. The red rifle is no more. And the sooner they get to Justin Fields being their quarterback, that's when they can actually start playing games. And I hope Justin Fields actually does well for them.
Yeah. I have them going under because of the way they are.
Actually,
They went 8-8 last season. People are probably like, oh yeah,
the Lions.
the Chicago Bears. And
Bears.
How would you ever think the
I
Lions
had them going under because a lot of people tend to forget they started the season 5-0,
Oh.
then went 3-8 the rest of the
Did they
way.
actually? Oh, they
They-
did.
They were 5-0.
They
Yes.
did.
They started the season 5-0. They were undefeated. Everyone's like, wow, this is one of like the worst undefeated teams left.
But we found out who the worst undefeated team was last year, huh?
So that
We'll get
ended
to
up
them eventually.
that shit. So I don't think it was that much of an improvement. I think they're basically going to be in the same shit. The defense showed that they're good, but the team showed it overall isn't that good. Poor coaching. Well, they have Andy Dalton now. They just got him from Dallas. And then they drafted a rookie, Justin Fields, out of Ohio State, which is everyone's super excited about. Yeah, but it's a matter of when is he going to get on the field and actually play.
Well, he should probably play right away. He's a nobody.
So
He should. Well, apparently they promised Andy Dalton when they signed him he was going to be the starter. So start the first game, and then when you realize probably not going to go far with this, that's when you need to make the switch after game one.
But yeah, I have no faith in Chicago.
Right there.
No faith in Chicago. They started 5-0. I don't think they're going to be any better. I don't think it's gonna matter. I really don't.
Hey, Lewis, can I just mention something real quick? We got some really excited, happy people with us in this pod when we talk about football, man.
Can you tell? So for me, is football excitement?
I don't watch football, so
I guess neither does Cesar too.
No,
Cesar don't watch football.
We'll make this quick then, so y'all can get back involved. The last team in the NFC North, the Green Bay Packers, have had a lot of drama this offseason. Rodgers is officially back, and this is most likely his last season with Green Bay.
Will Wayne's gonna make another song.
Most likely. 11 games was the over-under that you had sent me. And we were talking before we started recording this. Their schedule this year is horrendous. They are in a tough ass place. But it's still Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers, so I could see them getting 11.
Who's he throwing to though?
Devontae Adams.
They run it back except for I think Lindsey. I think Lindsey's not coming back.
Lindsey wasn't there last year though. He was on the Browns already, I believe.
Who'd they lose? Who'd they lose on the O-line? They dropped someone from the O-line. I swear it was Corey Linsley. I swear.
I'm pretty sure Linsley was on the Browns last year.
No, Lindsey's definitely not on the Browns last year.
He wasn't?
Nope.
I could have sworn he was on the Browns.
I know that almost for sure that he wasn't on the Browns. I'm pretty sure Corey Linsley was the starting center for Green Bay, and they cut him to save
Someone
money.
who ain't talking about football, look this up. What are y'all doing?
I'm pretty sure Corey Linsley ended up with the Chargers.
Chargers? Yeah, probably.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't know why I feel like he's on the Browns.
He was in Green Bay. He ended up in Chicago. I mean, he was in Green Bay. I know I wasn't talking. Yeah, he's on the Chargers.
Chargers now.
All right.
He was there.
March 17th, 2021. He signed a 5-year deal. He ain't coming back.
Yep.
2.5.
Their O-line's still good though. They lost Linsley. Was their starting. They still got Bakhtiari.
Bakhtiari's supposed to miss all of September.
He's the highest paid center.
Bakhtiari's
they were just getting shafted. They play this tough ass schedule, and they don't have.
Bakhtiari's supposed to miss a couple weeks at least. Michael Thomas is supposed to miss 6 weeks for y'all.
Oh yeah, we're not talking about him. All right, we're not talking about him.
Linsley, the highest paid center in the league.
Yeah, and they cut him for nothing just to save money. Ended up just giving him away.
That's Green Bay. And to answer your question, Dan, they traded for Randall Cobb.
Yeah, they ended up getting Cobb back after fucking old ass. What did they give up? Did they give up picks or something?
I don't think they gave up
Who
much.
was their tight end though?
Robert Tunyon, touchdown machine. That's my guy. That guy helped me win fantasy last year. Robert Tunyon was on point. I think he caught 11 touchdowns last year. Really good.
I picked him up too late, and when I would start him, those were the games he didn't do shit in. So I don't really like him too much, all I'm going to say.
I didn't pick him up till the end of the year, and then Kittle became available. I ended up grabbing Kittle. Someone ended up dropping him.
I think that'll wrap up the NFC North. So, I mean, we can keep these bored people unbored.
More stuff coming for y'all next week. We're going to end it this week. We've done a whole lot of talking. We're going to have to knock some shit out for this week, carry it over into next week. Hope you guys all enjoy. Glad everybody's back. Glad everybody's been watching and supporting. We'll be having guest stars tuning in. We'll be having some football people, some basketball people. We're going to be having some music folk up on here. Dan's looking on getting a little segment. He wants to bring some stock to y'all guys. If y'all looking to make some money, Dan's going to have his little plays coming through for y'all. So we still working here. We still on the grind. And you know what time it is. We got to lob it over to Swavey.
All right, this is a nice little wrap up. You know what time it is. It's time to, like, share, comment, subscribe, comment, comment twice, maybe 3 times. Chase, turn on the bell. The bell, you gotta be ringing. Turn on those notifications. That's it. It's a wrap. And we're not telling anybody this week because we're gonna keep it low key. So another episode live in
Tell your mother, tell your brother, tell your father, tell your uncle.
But don't tell Jeremy. Just don't tell Jeremy.
Don't tell that nigga.
Don't tell Jeremy. We're not.
Don't tell him because he already knows.
But episode live in the flesh.
Fuck you.